What does it mean to be a caregiver to someone who's cared for you? Research suggests that people are unprepared to care for aging loved ones because they don't realize the emotional toll it takes on a family or the financial challenges they may face. The emotional toll that it may take on a family may include anxiety, stress, feelings of guilt, just to name a few. The financial challenges that the care recipient as well as the caregiver may face may include lost wages from missing work to take loved ones to and from doctor's appointments, or the loved ones having to liquidate assets in order to pay for home care, etc. Let me share with you what I mean by emotional toll. Feelings of anxiety as the caregiver may come into play as the caregiver try to navigate their way through the healthcare system, keep abreast of medication schedules, assisting the patient with activities of daily living and doctor's appointments. As according to Feinberg and Levine in 2015, healthcare has become more effective, but at the same time become more bureaucratic and costly. As the elderly population grows, so does the age of the caregivers. Usually, the caregivers will be an elderly spouse or an adult child. Research suggests that women are usually the primary caregivers. Caregivers trying to navigate what kind of care, how to go about providing that care, working and taking care of other responsibilities of their own life and health, may report higher incidences of stress and depression. They are more likely to have diabetes, heart disease, and addiction, as stated by S. Timmerman in May of 2015. Caregivers may feel guilt, especially if they are holding on to old issues from the past or if they even take out time for themselves. The care recipient may feel guilty because they feel like they are being a burden on their loved ones. This in turn may result in caregivers and care recipients both feeling overwhelmed, fearful, angry, frustrated, and powerless, as stated by Duxbury, Higgins, and Smart in an article written in 2011. As you can see on my visual aid, the percentage of informal caregivers with health, professional, and leisure-related problems. Regarding the health-related problems, the deterioration of health range from 33.6 up to 45.9% of the informal caregivers with taking care of patients that had stroke, cardiac disease, mental illness, etc. Some of the leisure-related problems that the informal caregivers may have, such as lack of self-care time, range from 27.9 and up to 38.7%. The professional related problems, such as the caregiver having to abandon the job in order to provide daily care for their aging loved ones, range from 11.4% up to 15.2%. Now I will discuss with you some of the financial challenges that are involved. With the high cost of medical care, with the elderly population constantly growing, so are the costs. Medicare and Medicaid are limited on what services they provide. So usually the custodial care and cost is placed on the caregivers. Medicare and Medicaid do not yet fully embrace the person and family-centered care, nor do they identify family members who will take on the responsibility and ask the caregivers about their needs, problems, strengths, and resources. This is according to Feinberg and Levine. Times have changed. Usually, women used to stay at home. But in today's society, in order to live comfortably, it takes two incomes to run a household. Lost wages, no vacation time, the cost of medication, and some of the financial challenges that caregivers deal with. This is according to Duxbury, Higgins, and Smart. Research suggests that at some point or another, we will all be a caregiver to an aging loved one in our families. For the working caregiver, the financial impact is more than meets the eye. Research suggests that caregivers spend on average $5,531 out of pocket annually. Working caregivers can lose up to $303,880 over a lifetime due to lost wages, lost benefits, and Social Security if they drop out of the workforce prematurely or reduce their work hours to provide care, according to Timmerman. Research suggests that people are unprepared to care for aging loved ones because they don't realize the emotional toll it takes on a family or the financial challenges they may face. The emotional toll on the family is a significant cause of concern for anyone contemplating taking on the task of being a caregiver to an aging loved one. Financial challenges that caregivers face can be overwhelming. So, in conclusion, taking on the task of caregiving for an aging loved one can be rewarding in the sense that you may feel that it is your duty because that person once took care of you. But remember that you as the caregiver must take care of yourself as well.